Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your February reading. So it'll be time stamped, of course. We'll have the general reading first, and then your love reading and a spiritual reading to like tie it all together. So, generally, we're going to get into your oracle cards first. We have Don Juan. This is spotlights your positive, seductive qualities. We have answering the call. We have Green Man Synergy. And the Ice Queen Ideas Preserved, Non Action, and Entitlement. Gemini, I feel like you can talk yourself into any situation you want to. You can do that. But I get the feeling of like, why? Why would I? It's interesting because even though your first initial like reaction is to, I don't want to say not care, but to like just kind of let things be, is not going to be beneficial for you in February. This is more about using your Gene Quasar. Is that what it's your abilities to make situations better. Like be slick and uh suave and all that. Okay. Um cuz I feel like it's time for you to like open up and take action and be in the process of things instead of like standing out of it and just kind of reacting to what comes to you. Um, this is going to help you like bring better situations to you from the way I see it, like bring things towards you. Okay, let's get into your cards. Okay, King of Coins in reverse, Ace of Pentacles, and the Two of Cups. You may have not been spending a lot of time with your partner if you have one, or just kind of been on the outs when it comes to love and emotion. Um, I feel like this energy is different because that's not how you want to be, you know? I feel like it's not giving you kind of the results that you want by staying um on the outskirts of things. It's not. It's like if you just put in a little effort, Gemini, things could change. It's just about you wanting to do it. It's like you have this opportunity. Like all of these opportunities, you just need to be more involved in it. It could be that you're so focused on what's going on in your environment right now, like something new is happening, and you're really involved with that in your environment that you're not paying attention to your partner, you're not paying attention to your friends, you're not paying attention to your connections as much. But this is like you have this opportunity to give people that piece of you and make like this really good impression or bring about this really good energy. So I see the doors opening for you in a lot of different areas of your life. So it's important for you not to be so focused on like just one specific thing or one specific area of your life. And I feel like you know this. That's what's interesting about the high priestess. It's like your intuition is telling you to open up and not be so focused on goals or like environmental issues. Like there are other things that are important. You're feeling drawn to working on friendships, relationships, and connections with others and things like that. Um, your connections are more of a priority for you in February. Definitely a love relationship. Um, it's interesting because I feel like you're dealing with someone who will not take the risk. Like they won't step out. You have to kind of come in and initiate the energy. But I do feel like the opportunity is there for it to happen. Interesting. Ace of Swords in reverse, the Sun, and the Knight of Swords. You may be a little bit confused on where to start because you're so focused on it's like you were so focused on something in your environment or something in your material world, home, business, money, that you're a little bit confused on where to begin. The thing is, it's not, you don't need to know where to begin. You just need to begin. That's the thing. I feel like as soon as you start, it'll just pick up, like you know exactly what to do. Um, don't be so worried about success because I feel like you just have it in the bag, Gemini. It's so interesting. It's like if you put the energy towards it, it's yours, whatever this is. Okay. Um, you have very successful energy in February. It's just about you putting the energy into making it happen. Yeah, you're very like you have it. You have it. You just need to do it. Okay. Don't be so confused about the outcome or someone else, like their reaction, because it's going to be fine. I feel like at first people may be a little bit confused, like, wait, Gemini usually doesn't take these kind of risks or do these types of things, but I feel like it's going to be received really well eventually, because they're questioning your actions because they're new, like your direction. Like, what is your motivation? Four of Cups in reverse, Six of Cups, and the Six of Swords. Yeah, this is definitely a good energy for you to be recouping some emotional time with people or connecting more with people. Um, it'll actually make you feel more clear on your path forward. So those of you who have been kind of confused or kind of like feeling like out of body a little bit or dissociative, I guess is the word I want to use. This will help you. I don't see how it connects, but it's just connecting that way. Yeah, I feel like it'll just put things more into a perspective. It's like you've kind of been avoiding something or stepping away from something out of discomfort or because you don't want to do it. But by doing it, it like reconnects you with a sense of like simple happiness that it's like a really easy, quick way to kind of bring happiness into your life, which is interesting. Yeah, it's like you're walking back into something. You're reinvigorating some part of your life, that maybe you felt like, I don't really need this, or we can push this to the side. But I feel like it's best for you to do so, because whatever it is, it's like this rough road that you've chosen, or like the harder road, or this road that you're on is easier per se, but there's a happier way to do things, a more emotionally fulfilling way to do things. So it does bring about like that happiness again. I see her like revitalizing. Okay. Let me see what you don't see in February. I feel like you think like, oh, this is a lot going on. This could be a problem, or like this could be more burdens for me to carry, but it's not. Okay. It's like the energy is, you have this feeling that the energy is pushing you in this direction and you should listen to it. It's a little bit confusing because I feel like you're in a more logical space than a more emotional space. So you're like, I don't know why I'm being pulled to do this, because it just seems out of whack for you, like because of how you've been going. Um, but it's telling me to tell you to not be defensive about the energy and just kind of let it in and see how it develops. Because that's all you really have to do is like be open to let it in. Okay, good things. I see a lot of emotional fulfillment for you and feeling really good about yourself and about your choices. Um, that maybe you were confused on before. But I feel like it brings a sense of certainty to situations that didn't have the sense of certainty. So it kind of closes up, it's like it closes up loose or ties up loose ends that you may not have even thought about. But I see a lot of emotional fulfillment this month if you can follow those directions. Okay? All right. So let's get into your love life, Gemini. Okay, Gemini, let's get into your love energy. We have talent guides, spirit mentors and teachers, listening to others. And then we have the loving woman. That's you opening up to nurturing energy, forgiveness, moving on, creating new paths, getting to know each other, and heart to heart conversations. Yeah. I've seen a lot of this in your general reading as well, Gemini. So this is like other people have lessons to teach you. Other people can teach you things. Other people have opinions. Those opinions also matter. You know, other people have uh, things to give you, energy to give you that can be beneficial to you as well. You don't have to like do it all on your own or be a lone wolf, even in a relationship. So it talks about you finding more success and opening up and being nurturing to others in your life. This is forgiving people for past issues, forgiving past things, and just starting like kind of from scratch. Getting to know your partner, your friends, your family, people you love in a new vision, in a new way. Letting yourself open up enough to care, to cultivate relationships, to nurture them, you know, issues, problems. Like it's almost like you're being more motherly to the people that you love or care about, um, and listening to their woes and their issues and their um, things, you know, and not just like putting it off, I guess you can say. Okay. So, but doing it in a healthy way, you know, for those of you who are like over bonding. Okay, so we start with the lovers. Beautiful, beautiful, making a choice. King of coins in reverse, and the eight of coins. So this is you making a decision, Gemini, when it comes to your loved ones or the people that you're with. I feel like you want to get closer to them. This comes out in this position is more of a spiritual thing. I feel like you just feel like you want to get closer to people or closer to a person, and it's not something that should be ignored, because in this position it is a choice. It's like a choice that you're making to do this or to not, to commit to nurturing or caring or opening up, or to not doing it. And I feel like it's best for you to do it. I feel like there was like a disinterest in it in the past, not a disinterest, but it's like what's the benefit of it? Like, am I going to get hurt? What does this even mean? Um, but this is like you making a choice whether to open up to other people. Okay. Because by not doing that, it's like you're creating a wall between you and a loved one. And it doesn't allow a lot of growth or care to be exchanged between you two, which is beneficial, emotionally in a lot of ways. Yeah. So this is revisiting connections with others, revisiting a choice that you have made in the past about someone that kind of cuts them off emotionally. Um, Maybe even to keep you safe, because I'm kind of getting that vibe of like keeping myself safe. And because in the long term, I feel like it's shutting you down or shutting this person down so much that it's starting to result in poor quality of connection or relationship with this person. So this is like a time to get things reinvigorated with them. Okay. The Hierophant, Strength in reverse, Seven of Wands, defensiveness. Yeah, you're going to have to work on being defensive. I feel like you've had a wall up for quite some time because it keeps you safe. It lets you know like exactly what's going to happen and what you're going to experience. And once you put that wall down, it is scary because you don't know what's going to be next and you leave yourself vulnerable to that. So you're going to have to work on being strong for the other person as well. Like you don't want to get your feelings hurt so bad and then like lash out at them to save face. So be a little bit iffy, or pay attention to that energy. Because I feel like you can be really abrupt on how you say things or like quick witted, and it's about doing what's fair and not doing what's going to stop you from being too vulnerable or be hurt with an individual. Um, I do feel like this person has kind of, whoever it is you're dealing with has kind of moved on from this situation. I feel like they know, it's like this person is not holding a grudge against you. Okay. But they understand, I feel like, where you're coming from, or they just care so much that they just are kind of accepting what's going on. They found their center in whatever this situation is, even though I feel like emotionally they're missing that sort of like connection with you and they would like to reinvigorate things. Um, but they also are kind of happy with what they get. But I feel like it's more about you're seeing things differently. It's like, is it fair to them to do this? Like you're starting to question that. So I feel like you're taking control of the situation and taking a risk, opening up, starting something new. Um, it's like you're working on your defensiveness to grow a more stable, healthy relationship with the person. So you're opening up, doing something new, trying new things, and they are trying to learn. So I feel like as you open up, they're trying to learn from what you're bringing. Like they're working in tandem with you and how you're acting. So really, you are in control and you are starting something new. They are opening up, things are moving quickly. Yeah, I feel like you're trying to stop whatever disconnection is happening between you two emotionally. Um, it's like you're working on making that better. You have three major arcana in a row here. They're trying to believe that this is going to work out, but they're a little bit, they don't have a lot of hope in it. but they have hope in you, if that makes any sense. But the three major arcana in a row is like there's a major choice that's happening. There is a weak point, like a weak point in this brick, I guess you can say. Um, but you're opening up to this new opportunity, new situation. So you have a lot of major arcana. This is a lot of spiritual change for you. This is a lot of like you taking control of your future and like making the decision to focus more on a deeper emotional connection. um 6 of Cups, 6 of Swords in reverse, and the Chariot. What you don't see, this is like the past no longer suits you and you know that, and I feel like you're putting all of your energy into changing it. I feel like it's not going to be easy for you kind of um mentally. Like I feel like it has the opportunity to trigger you in different ways. So you have to pay attention to you maybe falling into old habits or old thinking patterns. The key is to move forward and think about the next steps and hold yourself accountable. Good things, you're trying to create a transformation in your love life. I feel like you understand this concept of wholeness. Okay. And part of your wholeness is emotions and emotional vulnerability. And you're trying to integrate that into your love life and your connections with others emotionally. I don't feel, it's not easy, you know? Like, there's no, I feel like you don't need to focus on it being perfect. You just need to focus on setting realistic goals and taking it one step at a time. But the fact that you are focused on transformation and opening up to vulnerability and creating a wholeness within you is good enough. Okay. So let's get into your spiritual energy. All right, Gemini, your spiritual energy. We have mysticism, quest, and joy. This energy is all about spiritual enlightenment. So this is like, I'm gonna say it like an idea that comes out of the blue, because that's what it's gonna feel like to you. It's like there's a new development. There's no reason why it's here to you, but spiritually, it's like it's been dropped into your soul. Um, so I feel like you're gonna feel like, what is this new development? Why do I want to do this? Why is this important right now? But really, it's stemming from you needing to find like happiness with others in your life, um, as well as work and career and all that. It's like you're seeing how important it is to be connected to the world around you and the people around you as well. um, this is going to be a journey, I feel like, of you connecting with your environment and other people. So it's like you're connecting more with the collective. So I feel like there's a lot of like question marks of like, why do I feel this way? What does this even mean? Like, why do I want to do this? What does it mean if I try this? What will happen? So I feel like it's hard in that way. It's a journey, but it's not difficult to do. You just have to put the energy into like wanting to do it and cultivate it. Okay? All right. I love you, Gemini. I'll see you next month. Bye bye.